Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. We've taken this car and parts exchange this morning. This is a Mazda CX-5 2-litre SE-L Nav Plus model. This has got the 2-litre petrol engine, manual transmission, presented in machine grey with the dark cloth interior. Now, with all our videos, I always like to give a little bit of background on the vehicles, where they've come from, ownership, etc. Because fortunately, for ourselves, we get a lot of repeat business for cars that we either service or have sold from new. In case you were curious, the people picked up their brand new CX5. They went for a different colour this time. They went for deep crystal blue. There are a little revisions on the current model. But this is a really excellent example with a lovely specification being the Plus model, which I'll point out all the bits and pieces as we get further into the video. Now, we did not supply this car new, and I'm really annoyed at that. That came from our competition, or another Mazda branch over at Crayford. We're here at Orpington, not far from us, but they have bought previous cars from us, so I'm not terribly sure what happened here. I kick myself, but they popped in a couple of Sundays ago, spoke to them, and they've picked up their new car here. So that is that. So I'm glad they're back into the T.W White's world. Now, I've taken lots of photos of this car. Please do study, and the car is in beautiful condition. It belonged to sort of retired people. A lot of these SUVs, they can have quite a hard life. Kids, dogs, prams, bits and bobs. This car has clearly had an easy life, and you can tell normally by the condition of the boot. Now, we haven't even valeted this car. This is how it's come. So as you can see, it's all in fine fettle, but we will valet the car in due course. But we've had a lot of cars delivered over the past week, so we've had a lot of cars go out, and then we've got a lot of part exchanges coming in, so this will be done in the next couple of days. Now, you've got these ingenious levers. All right, I'll show you. They fold flat, these seats. Okay. Now, from memory, they're called Karakori Seats, which refers to like a toy-like surprise, and I must say they did surprise me when I first pulled those levers, but I think they were first out in the Mazda 6 back in 2003. So look, they do go pretty much flat, so a real practical space. Okay, and in the middle here you've got the all-important drinks holder, armrest, and the very much important USB chargers. So you've got 4 USBs in the car, all 4 charge, sorry. Oh, sorry, look, I've dropped the service history here. All 4 charge, but only 2 read the data. Okay. So I just want to bring your attention actually to the rear doors. When Mazda designed the car, they paid particular attention to the sort of people that will be using these cars. A lot of young families, and you've got these child seats, and you have to lift the child in and out, and you've got your ISOFIX anchorages on each side. And I'm a rather broad chappy, and I can sort of walk straight into this gap here, and it would be very easy for me to lift my 3-year-old in and out of the vehicle. And also, on the flip side, my elderly parents would look at that and think that's quite inviting, rather than the other sort of lower cars that I've taken home or own, and they have difficulty getting in and out. So that's a real good feature. Wanted to point that out. You've got height adjustable seats either side, cloth seats. I mean, I'll be honest, I find cloth seats actually very, very comfortable. I don't mind the leather either, but I think the cloth are actually the most comfortable seats, but that's personal preference. Got the original owner's manual, locking wheel nut key in there. Okay, now I've mentioned this Plus model. These first came out in 2017, I think the latter part of. Okay, and then there was a revision in 2018, and they called it the Plus. Now, what you got on the Plus, you got basically the safety pack of old. So you got blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, and radar cruise control. So if you see a car and it's not a filled out badge and it's a hollow badge, it's the previous model. And I'll run you through the bits and pieces now when we get into the car. All right. Just point out, you've got privacy glass at the back, electric windows, mirrors here, auto folding wing mirrors, lane departure warning. We'll go into more detail in a minute. Traction control. You can turn your parking sensors off here. An iStop, which is an intelligent engine stop start, which will turn your engine off when stationary to ultimately be kinder on the environment, but it will in turn be kinder on your pocket. And there's a little app on here, and it will actually tell you how many trees you've saved by using that feature. So 2 keys for the car, naturally, right? The gentleman bought it from new. As I say, it came from Bourne Road, but they have in the past been customers here. Actually, back in 2015 they bought a car here, but it was written off. So I'm glad the car's back here. Now you put your foot on the clutch. This lights up green just to let you know that it's recognised there's a key. Push the button, car fires into life. There's the mileage there, 14,488 miles. Okay. On the topic of mileage, let me just share this with you. So this car was registered on the 21st of December 2018. Okay, so it had its PDI on the 18th of that month and year. First service just short of a year later. Second service 23rd of November 2020. And look at this, it's had its third service on the 17th of November. So the car is ready to go. In fact, the service was done only about 450 miles ago. Okay, so this car will carry a 12-month Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, which is like the follow-on warranty from the manufacturer's warranty with roadside assistance, and it's the full roadside assistance, not, doesn't exclude home start and European cover, etc. It's a full comprehensive package. You get loan hire cars, etc., and it will cover all the passengers in the car as well. For example, if you broke down in the middle of the night and you needed somewhere to stay, it would sort that out for you as well. So full comprehensive cover. Now, here is your cruise control function. Now remember I said it's radar cruise control, so that's, I say, if it didn't, it wouldn't have this here. Okay, and I think these features are very nice, very nice, functional, and I do think the Plus models are definitely the ones to have. So it will track the car in front. If the car slowed down in front, this car would also slow down, so it saves you cancelling the cruise control all the time. You've got your volume controls here. You can answer a call here, decline a call. You've got automatic wipers, automatic lights, and in each corner about there of the wing mirrors, okay, if someone was to overtake you, it would light up, say, look, someone's undertaking you or overtaking you, just to warn you, which I think is a fantastic thing, because we don't always pay attention, and that could really get you out of trouble. Okay, so let's go through this here. Now this is called Mazda's MZD Connect. This has got your radio, telephone, sat nav, car settings. Now it is touchscreen. However, I would always say get used to using this here, the multimedia commander, because once you're moving, that's no longer touchscreen. It's much safer to use this because you won't take your eye off the road, sorry. Right, so applications, you've got your fuel economy monitor. It'll also tell you if your iStop's ready or not, so if the engine's warm enough and the battery's charged enough, etc. Yeah, so you've got that there. applications. Next screen. Oh, hold on. Actually, let me show you this as well. There you go. Look at that. So this total range boosted by iStop. Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. So it's given it an extra 47 miles, and we've saved a tree. So look at that. Amazing. Right. So you on this page here, you can also upgrade this car to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is a very popular accessory. And then you can screen your apps from your smartphone onto here and navigate through them. You've got your entertainment here, so DAB radio, which is wonderful because I think some FM channels I've heard have been switched off and going to DAB. You've got AM. If you're a sports fan, you can listen to Talk Sport with clarity. AHA, Stitcher are internet channels. Bluetooth, so obviously you can stream from your phone direct. And you've got USB 1 and USB 2, which live in here. Okay, and so if you've got a memory stick or an iPod or pad or pod with music on, you can read it from there. Okay, so communication. So once the phone's paired up, you can access your phone book, call lists, your messages. If you've got an Android phone, it will alert you of a message like text message, SMS, and also read it to you, which my friends thought was really amusing. They used to send me texts when I was out with family in the car just to embarrass me. Navigation, it's got a very comprehensive system. Okay, it's called it's Mazda's own, dead easy to use. Find address, put the postcode in, and off you go. I've used this. I've driven to south of Warsaw using this system, and I've had no complaint. I have no complaints at all. And then you've got some nice features here. Look, you could search for. I'm always looking for fuel stations, right? Because I'm always collecting cars between sites, etc. It'll tell you where the fuel stations are, the direction, the distance, the company name. So now we have a BP fuel card, so we'd be looking for the BPs. And if you set a Wi-Fi hotspot up from your phone, so the car is connected to the internet, you'll also get fuel prices there and live traffic updates, amongst other things. Okay, so moving on, let's go to settings. So you've got display settings, you can turn this off and change the brightness, etc. Safety settings, so distance recognition support system, that's your radar cruise control. You've got smart city braking and smart brake assist, right? So if you were, say you were crawling along in traffic, you're looking out the window, it's a hot summer's day, you're dozing off, you look out, you don't realise the car in front stopped. When you get close to that car, providing there's no driver input, so you're not steering, braking, accelerating, the car will apply its brakes, okay? And the great thing is, it's recognised by insurance companies, so it should reflect in your premium, because statistically a lot of accidents happen at that speed, so it saves insurance companies a lot of money if that can be prevented. But it's also got smart brake system where smart braking support, sorry, couldn't get my words out. And if you did get, like I've had it when I've got close to a traffic island and the car sort of braked, and you can warning distance, so you can change the sort of the sensitivity. Okay, blind spot monitoring we've explained, so they're the lights in the wing mirrors. Lane keep assist, so as well as having lane departure warning, now I'll give you a scenario. You're driving down the motorway, you haven't got your hands, you're not gripping the steering wheel. As you go along, the car will actually keep you within your lane, okay? So you'll feel a bit of resistance in the steering wheel. If you take your hands off the wheel, I believe it actually corrects you twice. But yes, it's probably the first step towards driverless cars, I'd imagine. So you've got lane keep assist, which is marvellous, and if you didn't know you had it, you'd think, hang on a minute, why is the car pulling, and this, that and the other, but it will keep you in a lane. Sound settings, now even though this is the SE-L, you don't have the Bose stereo, the stereo is still fantastic. No complaints there at all. Clock, it's GPS synced, so that's the most accurate clock, you never have to change it. You've got some nice vehicle settings here. Door lock lighting settings, for example. Interior door timeout, so if you leave a door open, the interior light will stay on for 30 minutes and then turn off, so you won't get a flat battery. When you shut the door, the interior light will turn itself off completely after 15 seconds. You've got high beam control and adaptive lights. I forgot to mention that. These have got these amazing LED lights, and as you turn, the lights turn, giving you excellent visibility. And the best way I can explain it to people is you can see, imagine you're going down a country lane, you can see more at night than you can in the day. Hope that makes sense. Okay, and high beam control, when you've got your high beam on full, if someone comes the other way, it will dip your lights. So it sometimes won't dip it completely, but enough not to dazzle the oncoming driver. So you still got the best visibility possible. So really great stuff. These are things on the Plus model, so don't confuse this with the earlier cars. Nothing wrong with the earlier cars, but I think these were really, really lovely features. So you've got Bluetooth network management, so wireless, and you can change Fahrenheit, Celsius, etc, etc. Okay, now if there's any more specific, if there are any specific photos or videos or anything you'd like to know about this car, please do not hesitate to ask. We're here to help. Nothing is too much bother, really. And do try us at any time of day. We do normal sort of business hours, but outside of business hours, if you phone, do leave us a message. We often pick up the voicemails, or failing that, send us an email. We'll try to come back to you as soon as possible. We're open 7 days a week, okay? And we want you to have an enjoyable, seamless experience. So if you've got a part exchange, let us know what it is. Let's see what we can do. I know there's a lot out there saying put your reg number in and sell this car and etc, etc, etc. You will get the best deal part exchanging. We really do welcome part exchange, and if you look at our website, we've got lots of cars that are non-Mazda and Suzuki. We have great finance facilities, and we have the facility to extend the warranty. So just wrap up now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's been informative, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.